So this Jersey girl has been entertaining folks with her brand of comedy for years, and she loves to pull from life experiences like when she performs to older crowds in Florida. Listen.
And they talk loud because they're deaf. This is totally true. So I'll be in the middle of my act and I'll hear them having whole conversations. Like, did she just say she's from New Jersey? I think she did say she's from New Jersey. What part of New Jersey? Do you think she knows the Eisensteins?
And she has a whole lot more to say. Please welcome the pride of South Orange, New Jersey, comedian and writer Jessica Kirson. Represent Columbia High School. Hey.
Yes. I'm good. How are you?
Doing real good. Listen, you talk a lot about what you know, Jewish culture, your parents, being the child of a therapist, New Jersey, Long Island. What are some of your favorite topics of the moment?
Well, I love talking about, I've always done characters and I've mimicked people. So people love that. I'm a high energy comic. So it's like I watch people and I just, I'm able to take on their cadence and their, the way they act. And so people love that kind of stuff because they don't have to think a lot when they watch me. Yeah. And I don't talk about like really serious things, a lot of deep things that are going on in the world. I don't talk about politics or heavy stuff. I keep it light and I do a lot of crowd work, which people love. And I love performing in New Jersey. I love being from New Jersey. I really loved growing up in South Orange and Maplewood. I really did.
Yeah, and you pull, like you said, you pull from life experience. And the thing is, you grew up in a household where your mom was actually practicing in your house. Have you drawn a lot of your comedy from that? I mean, that experience must have been something else.
I talk about it a lot because she saw clients in the basement of the house, and I had to be quiet my whole life because she had these clients in the basement and she was helping everyone downstairs. And I was like, a struggling teenager, but she would tell me to be quiet, Susan's having trouble. She's really, really struggling in her life. So I'm going to need you to keep it down. And she's like, so, take your shoes off. I can hear you walking around. Stop flushing the toilet. I can hear you eating chips. Keep it down because Susan needs help. I'm like, well, I just ate 6 pizzas and beheaded my Barbies, but good luck to Susan,
Sounds like you needed a little therapy too at the time, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, what were you doing before comedy?
I was going to be a therapist. I went to school to be. Yes, I went to NYU to get a master's in social work, and people love this story. But I was having dinner with my family, and I was sitting with my sister and my cousins in West Orange having dinner, and my grandmother, who was amazing, looked at me and she called me over and she said, you need to be a comedian. And I said, I could never do that. I was in my 20s. And she said, trust me, I'm your grandmother. I know these things and you need to do this for me before I die. And I said, I could never. And she said, I'm telling you, it's your calling and you need to do it. And you need to promise me you're going to do it. And I wasn't happy. And I didn't, feel like it was the right thing for me because, I wanted to help people, but it was too depressing. I was depressed. I took on people's sadness and their energy, and I realized, I realize I do the same thing now. I just don't.
Exactly.
I don't have to listen. I talk.
But you really are helping people, though. You're getting everyone to laugh at a time that we really need happiness in the world. That little shot in the arm, right?
To laugh. They need to laugh. Like, people are so serious and. I watch people in the audience. It's like most people laugh and let go. And, I'm the kind of comic where I get belly laughs. Like they literally just because I'm so silly and I'm so ridiculous. And then you'll see there's always these, 1 or 2 people just hold it in and look miserable. And I'm like, you should have come. You should have gone bowling. Like you're just a miserable person. Like it's just, people just are so serious and so sensitive, and it's like it's upsetting to me.
Well,
I
you're not
actually
afraid,
feel very sad for them.
And you say you're not afraid to make fun of people when you have to.
No, and I make fun of myself I mean, I make fun of myself more than I make fun of anyone else. I always make fun of myself, and I always have. Thank God. But I'm never mean to anyone. I'm never, unless they're mean to me first, and then I'm a real Jersey girl. I will go after them. I mean, I'm a real Jersey girl that way. But I'm never, mean to people. I just point out how like ridiculous people are. And people love that. That's why I love New York and New Jersey crowds, because they love to be like kind of bashed a little bit. It's fun. Because I've traveled this country. I've been doing this 24 years.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
how old are you?
Yes.
I mean, 10? When you started, 10?
You're so sweet. Yeah, I started when I was 6.
All right. See, that makes total sense now. Jessica, you are hilarious. We love you. Thanks for being one of our very own.
I love you too.
Oh, you're so funny.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the joke, that you love me too.
And by the way, she's going to be...
You guys are great. Yeah.
And she's going to be at NJPAC on Friday, May 12th with 2 shows that night. Tickets are available at njpac.org.
Jessica,
yeah,
you're awesome.
Yep.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Come back and visit us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anytime. Thanks for having me.